up, what up, what up? What's going on today, folks? Episode 88 of Shut Up, Let's Talk today, folks. Joined along here with TiffyKat.
Bada bing, bada boom.
That was some good.
TiffyKat.
That was a good high five.
Yeah, thank you.
There was some cuppage. It was like I don't know how to do the. I can't do it.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, how are you, miss? How's it going today? Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well, guys. I hope you guys like the setup at home because I know we're changing it up every week. Every week looks different. It's unpredictable.
It's good. It keeps them on the edge, you know?
Absolutely.
Keeps them wanting more.
So anyway, thank you for coming by tonight. You are loved by the people.
Oh, am I really now?
Yep, because when I posted the flyer today, kept getting comments about how awesome it was that you're going to be on the show. Everybody was like, "Oh shit, no way!"
It's a rare sighting, you could say.
So that's cool, man. I'm glad to hear that. And you know what? I think as a streamer, that's kind of what you want. You want that kind of reaction.
Yeah,
you know?
You get a little hype, and it honestly does make me feel a little special. I really do appreciate the hype that you guys brought to this stream. So I'm really looking forward to what the rest brings us.
Absolutely. Let me make sure that the chat is up and ready to go. Make sure we are good and you can hear us. Hey, nice.
Perfect. That's what I sound like.
Hey,
wow.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Jose, for hanging out tonight. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday
we have
so far.
Mitchie in the chat. I love you, Mitchie. Thank you for the support.
I saw this one video of you at a dance, dance routine type of thing. I don't know what the choreography class.
Yes.
It was a choreography class, and you had jumped into the hip hop routine, and that was awesome.
I'm sporadic. I'm all over the place. Anything that involves activity or fitness, that's all me. I love aerial silks and aerial yoga. That's my go-to.
And you know what? Honestly, let's back it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and get into TiffyKat. Who are you? What do you do? What do you do? Why are you so radical? Why do the people love you so much?
Well, I am a streamer, specifically on Twitch. I'm a girl gamer, girl guitarist, and I am a connoisseur of the aerial arts. And yeah, I just like to have fun. I'm really spontaneous, and I love making new friends. So
awesome,
you're my new friend now.
Hey, high five.
We just met 5 minutes ago, and I'm on his podcast.
Officially Shut Up, Let's Talk family. We hooked her up with a sticker today. Stickers are live, which I just dropped. But it wouldn't be live if dumb shit didn't happen, guys. So yes, we got Shut Up, Let's Talk stickers. Thank you to the lovely Claudia for making this happen.
Thanks, Claudia.
Right, and the little ones are so adorable, man. I love it. They're like little mini stickers.
I mean, honestly, I feel like if I put it on my forehead, it'll just
that'd be the coolest.
Third eye.
That would be the coolest thing in the world. Shut Up, Let's Talk is the third eye for everybody in the evening, guys. Anyway, folks, what does everybody have going on for themselves tonight? Feel free to drop in the chat how your weeks are going. What about you, Miss? How are the life and times of TiffyKat?
I actually went on a spontaneous road trip yesterday all the way up to Orlando to see one of my favorite bands. The band is called Covet. The lead guitarist is Yvette Young, and she is one of my inspirations when it comes to the guitar world.
She is kind of amazing, actually.
You've heard of her?
Yeah, she's pretty sick. Is she Japanese, actually? Is she part Japanese?
I don't want to jump and make that assumption, but she's definitely Asian, and she's definitely sexy. I can confirm those two statements for sure.
I think I'm only saying that because I remember she said something that she tries to make her guitar sound like a certain Japanese instrument. So I don't know why I assumed.
Makes sense because her
Koto,
top song is Shibuya, so that's a city in Japan.
Yes, and I guess we're gonna jump around all the topics today, guys. We're gonna be talking about a few different things. Tiffy, the same thing happened. The same thing happened with Steffi Boom. I called her at some point. I called her Stephanie, and I was like, I'm doing too much work here. I need to
Tiffany, Tiffy, whatever's easier, honestly. TiffyKat.
TiffyKat.
Yeah, that's my rapper name. Watch out, okay?
Mixtape dropping soon, guys. Everybody be on the lookout. Check out Dat Piff for that. What was the last thing? We were talking about traveling in Shibuya. You went to Tokyo. You went to Japan.
Were we talking about traveling in Shibuya?
You mentioned Shibuya, and traveling, man. Like I said, I don't even know where to begin with you. Like I did
go to Japan, and honestly, it was the most phenomenal 15 days of my life. I traveled to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Miyajima, Hiroshima, Nara, and Narita, but I don't really count that because it's like the airport city. But yeah, I traveled all over there. It was
pretty radical,
eye-opening.
And how was that? How are the people over there?
So honestly, Japanese people are pretty reserved, and that's pretty common. But I did make friends, and I went out to events, and I really tried to mingle with people, but I don't know. I guess they were kind of intimidated by me because a lot of them are really shy when it comes to their English.
Okay.
So,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. That's kind of great. How was the language barrier for you on your end? Did you have any trouble like trying to get around or getting food?
So I actually started...
Oh, let me just move the mic for you.
Yeah.
Move that way. That way, if you turn, maybe we...
Thank you so much. So
proximity effect.
I actually started teaching myself Japanese October of 2017 just because I love challenges, and I figured, this is something cool, something different. I'm a Latina. It's not very common for, Latina people to pick up a random Asian language, but I decided to challenge myself, and I taught myself enough to get myself around, not starve, and make people laugh. So I think that's pretty good.
Hey, if you can make it in and out of Japan not starving,
yeah,
you made it. I think so. That's awesome, man. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah. So the first night we went to this restaurant, I was like, we saw this menu and this nice piece of tuna, right? It was nice and fresh and red, and my friends went ahead and ordered it, and somehow, somewhere, it ended up being tomato, and we were very disappointed.
And it was not tuna?
It was not tuna sashimi. It was definitely slices of tomato.
That is the coolest thing in the world. That shows you the power of the mind, guys.
The power of the mind.
Because if you want tuna, you're going to taste that tuna.
Right.
And later you will find out that it was a tomato. Is that vegan food explained? You know?
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean?
Indeed. Shout out to my vegan sister Tabs.
Shout out to Chris in the live studio audience tonight, who is also vegan.
Oh, vegan power! I like that.
Every time he comes over to eat, man, all the lentils are always gone. I love it. You know what I mean? We have no leftover vegetables in the house every time Chris comes over. I love it.
So I made up a name for my sister as a vegan in Japanese. So yasai means vegetable in Japanese. So yasai. Go ahead, say yasai.
Yeah, sai. Oh no, I no accents. That's not that's not 2019 friendly. We can't do that. We can't do that anymore.
That's okay.
Yes.
It's okay. We still appreciate it. So yasai and then jin.
Yasai, man.
Yasai jin.
Yasai jin.
So that means vegetable person.
Yeah. How are you supposed to do that now? You got me opened up on a new topic. How are you supposed to do accents anymore? You can't do that, right? Everybody's going to call you racist now.
I was never really a good impersonator of accents, really.
So, well, you know what? You got me opened up on something right now. Did you know, excuse me, well, not before did you know. How are you finding Japanese, by the way? Are you learning it? Are you picking it up decently?
Definitely.
Is it tough?
Yeah, it's fun. I love it. And I think it's way easier than Spanish, just because in Spanish there's masculine and feminine, and then in Japanese you don't have those, so you don't have that trouble of, is this word feminine? No, it's just one way to say the word, really.
I like it, man. I think in my language actually there's masculine and feminine, so that's kind of we have to deal with the same thing.
What is your language?
Urdu.
Urdu.
A whole lot of Urdu in the house, but
I've never heard of that language before.
It's from Paki land.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Can you teach me one word? How do I say vegetable?
Subzi. It's like Sub-Zero without the row.
Subzi, I like that. And then person?
What's that again?
And then person. How do you say person?
How do you say person? Well, depend. Well, you know what? That's where the genders come in, because it depends on who you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
You know what's interesting?
Person.
Okay, so you speak Spanish, right?
Yes.
Here's a question. So, how do you say tomorrow?
Mañana.
How do you say yesterday?
Ayer.
Okay. So here's the funny thing. In my language, tomorrow and yesterday are the same word.
Oh, wow. That's complicated.
It's the same word, so you can only really know the difference through context. Like, you have to know what the person is saying, because if the person is telling you something they've never done before, you know it's tomorrow.
Okay.
So it's really weird.
But what if it's something they do tomorrow and yesterday?
That's the weird part, because in the sentence you would probably say, tomorrow I have to go to this place. Mm-hmm. So the rest of the sentence, meaning I have to go to this place, lets you know that you haven't been there yet.
Oh.
So it's really weird. It's like kind of like I don't know how to describe that, but that's kind of one thing I found really strange, because I asked my mom once and she just said the same word twice.
Right.
I was like, oh. Anyway. Oh, look who decided to join the show, guys.
Cutie.
Our special guest who loves Starbucks and needs to chill out, buddy. They're not paying us, but don't worry about it, all right? Just leave it alone. You'd be better off drinking the beer. No, I'm kidding. Don't drink the beer, buddy. Oh, he loves you. What? What? Cat romance?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not?
Caught in a cat romance.
Is that not allowed on stream? Am I not allowed to get
This is a cat
funky on stream with the kitty?
Hey man, this cat knows nothing but funk. This is what happened, buddy. What would you like, my friend? What can we do for you? All right. Do you want a microphone for yourself?
I think so. I think.
Oh. Damn, you guys heard that? He was like, all right. He's like, I'm just gonna own the arena. All right, buddy. You need to stop, buddy. Are you guys enjoying the show so far, guys? Episode 88 of Shut Up, Let's Talk, the double infinity.
Just like you take a minute to take that in, that you're on your 88th episode.
That's pretty awesome.
That's something you did. Nobody else did that. You did it.
Thank you.
Set the time and discipline to make that happen, and I really,
I'm trying.
I admire you for that.
Thank you, man.
As a fellow streamer.
We took a few breaks here and there, but I think that's necessary, right?
Right, definitely. I've been there with my stream. I've definitely had breaks where I didn't stream for a few months and then I came back to it. Right now, I'm actually on a mini hiatus just until I fix my computer. My computer went.
What happened to your computer, man? Because it's the same thing that happened to the computer at Shut Up Let's Talk headquarters. Right. And I'm sure you guys remember that video, because every time I hear it back, like my mom was watching that video recently, and I'm just yelling over and over again. I'm just saying that it doesn't fucking work and all this kind of stuff. So I was very upset. Yeah. But I kind of I played into the emotions, right? Because I was like, you know what, this is how I feel. I'm gonna broadcast this right now. Yeah, man. So your PSU took a hit, right? Power supply.
I thought it was my PSU, so I went ahead and bought a new one and replaced it, but apparently that's not the issue either. So then I thought it was my water coolant, which is like a fancy word for something that cools down my processor.
You have a water cooler in your case?
Yeah, I have a water cooler, and I thought
that's rad.
Water cooler, so I took that out, and I put in the stock fan, and then that still didn't work, and I'm just like, I tried replacing all the RAMs and putting them in different places. That didn't work. And I'm just like, I want to slam my head on the freaking table. I don't know what's wrong.
One last, I don't know if you tried this one. On your motherboard, there's actually like a little battery.
Yes, I even replaced that battery. That little stupid battery.
I did it too, and it didn't work for me either. So yeah, we actually went through literally the same issue.
Right.
That kind of sucks.
So what, man. Like you had to buy a new motherboard?
Yeah, it cost me $100 though. It's not that bad. It's not the worst. I got it was actually a X470, or it might be a 370. I gotta take a look at it again. It's not the newer one. I think the newer ones coming out are 570, so I believe it's a 370 that I got. But I like it a lot. It has everything I need for it. The Ryzen processors, which I got an AMD.
Okay, wait. I think I'm gonna have to leave this stream. I don't associate with AMDers,
we got an Intel. We got an no, I'm kidding.
We can hand hug to make up for it.
Absolutely. There you go. Oh, the hand hug. I forgot. Where's that from? That's from a show.
I don't know.
Somebody wore a glove who did that. Oh man, I gotta remember that. That's super cool. I totally forgot about the hand hugs. Intel, man. What processor do you currently? Are you rocking?
i7 4790K, but it wasn't overclocked, so it was kind of pointless. But yeah, that's my processor. I know we're talking kind of like nerd lingo right now.
It's all good,
talking all these numbers that really don't make any sense.
It's just it's computers are funny right now, man. It's like we have like most people. Bit mining, yeah. It's a tough used market right now. If you look at the used market, just be careful with what you get, because a lot of it might be burned out from being bit mined and all sorts of stuff.
They overprice the heck out of them.
Yeah, man. Honestly, even myself, I have like my graphics card is not even that great. It's a GTX 1060. I like it.
That's good.
A lot.
That's decent. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I got the mini one, which actually has I think 6 gigs of memory. So it's like the nice one, and it works really, really well. So I'm into that. Processor I got was a Ryzen 7. I got the 2700. Pretty fucking awesome. It's not like I've been benchmarking it, but to do the stream and to do everything I needed to do, it's been pretty radical. I've been noticing to make music, everything's really good. Nice. No slowdowns.
So what do you do music-wise? Are you in a band?
I'm not in a band. I make music alone. I don't know. I just like to make music alone. It's just maybe I've just gotten used to it at this point.
Do you feel like you're limiting yourself? by practicing alone?
You know, it's funny in ways. Sometimes, some days I think that when I feel like playing with other people, and then other days I realize that I'm doing myself a big favor because I don't have, because I don't have to sit around and wait for anybody to send me a drum track and then you know have to do any of the stuff. I could just program it really quick,
True.
and you know, I would love a realer sound.
Hey, GameStyle, welcome to the stream. How are ya?
Hey, what the hell is up? GameStyle, man. What's going on, my brother? GameStyle, if you guys have not heard, is an amazing, amazing Rocket League player. And I'm talking jumping off the side of the wall upside down and hitting the ball. No, all that, like aerials, upside down goals.
Oh, aerial? Come on, me and him will get along just great.
He says, "How's everyone's day going?" The day's going pretty well, my friend. It's gotten a lot better.
It's pretty nice. Thank you for asking.
And he says, "OMG."
OMG.
Well, GameStyle.
So, is that your main game? Do you have any other games you play?
My main game or his main?
Both.
Well, what is my main game right now? I have no idea. We should really be talking about you and your streaming, man. What is your main game? What are you streaming?
I like digging and getting questions out of you too. Okay, my main game, yes. I'm an Overwatcher. I love playing Moira. She's my main. I also have a lot of love for Mei. I have a lot of love for... I'm good. I might get hate because, you know, Diva's OP and stuff, but I really like Orisa. I think Orisa's really nice.
I've yet to Overwatch. I've not done.
Yeah, and Overwatch is fun, but it does take a learning curve to learn every single character and their abilities and all that. But honestly, that's the one game at the end of the day I go back to it.
I want to try the Samurai Dude. Is he any good?
Samurai Dude. Are you talking about Hands?
I don't even remember. It could be that guy. That's a popular
like the
name.
one that has like the dragon that goes.
You know what's funny? I'm really not good with my Overwatch because I just never. You know, I love FPS games once in a while, but really I'm a third person kind of dude. Like I like a lot of. I like Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
Only because
I like it too.
It's fun, man. It's fun. And you know what's funny?
Junkrat is awesome. Yes.
What are we saying? She is good, but my main is Junkrat. If I spelled his name right.
Junkrat. It's okay.
Oh, Junkrat. Junk Art sounds like a cool YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like really colloquial.
Absolutely.
And
to me? They're different chats? Oh. It's Legato stealing the show. Ooh, sorry.
Sorry about
that. Actually, no, I have that here. This chat is all the chats.
Yeah.
Oh, you
yeah, that's the Facebook and the YouTube and everything.
Oh, okay, nice.
Sorry, guys. Hello, folks. But thank you anyway, because now we can see ourselves and we look great. So thank you, my love.
Yes.
And shout out to Mac for sponsoring this episode. '88. You know, it's funny. On my actual on my laptop, I'm going to cover that up with this radical sticker that we just got. So.
Oh.
Yes. Anyway,
a whole bunch of them.
What other games are you playing at the moment? What else do you enjoy to play? How did you get into streaming? First of all, how did you realize this is something cool to do?
RuneScape. That's how I got into streaming. So
no way.
I have to give a great shout out to my friends Marwan, my friend Porky, my friend Andres. Like, they were my OG gamer friends, and I used to play RuneScape with them, and they would send me links of these hot streamer girls. And I'm like, oh my god, I want to do what they do. They look like they're having so much fun. And then I started streaming on a freaking Mac. I had no PC, so I don't care. Oh, we can hear ourselves here.
Oh.
How do I?
That's okay. I don't know how to do. I don't know how to Apple.
There you go. I fixed it. So yes, I started streaming on a Mac, and that goes to show. I'm still talking. Here you can.
We can hear ourselves, guys.
Oh, I can close it. Okay.
Look how thin they make these things, guys.
Okay.
You could kill somebody. You could slice somebody's throat with that. No, I'm kidding.
Really can.
Right?
So
anyway.
That goes to show for the third time that nothing is impossible. If you have a will, you'll find the way to do it. And I started streaming on that. I didn't even have like a microphone. I didn't even have speakers or a headset, so you would hear the feedback after I would talk, my echo. It was just so embarrassing, but I got so much support because I was just doing something I was genuinely passionate about. You can't force yourself to do something that's unnatural. So I think that's the biggest thing, just doing something that is fun and natural. And
I completely agree. And you know what? It's funny because we just met each other today, but you definitely have the personality for it, I think.
Thank you.
You're able to keep the people engaged. You know what? Sometimes you hear people say they're a people person or not. Right. You know, you might be one.
I've been told here and there. I'm the type of person that I can genuinely strike a conversation with.
Would you like another
whichever
beer?
Person. I'm good. You know, I still got my little sippy sip. But yeah, I can strike a conversation with anyone because the whole point of a conversation is to find where you can, connect with somebody else, and that's how you create a depth.
That is very true. I never thought of it that way.
And then that's how you can be memorable, by creating that depth.
I like it, man.
I like that too.
How are the people you've met through your streaming so far? Are they cool? Are people nice?
I've actually physically met a few of my streamer
homies.
Yeah.
That's rad.
The first time, oh my goodness, I've met so many people. Where do I start? I'm
so sorry. Thank you.
There was this great fan of mine called Piano Man. I met him in New York when I decided to go up there, and it was really nice. We walked out through New York and we're streaming at the same time. Then Sweet. There was actually somebody else. Do you know Swan V?
I don't.
Okay, he's like someone that lives in this general vicinity, and he was watching my streams. I was doing a painting stream, and he commissioned me to make a painting for him of a guitar, and then I met up with him at a Starbucks, and like he actually purchased the painting from me.
That's so radical, dude.
Yeah.
What guitar did you paint?
He had his guitar, so I just kind of like took the concept from one of his.
That's so cool, man.
I can't tell you exactly what it was.
That's fine. That's pretty amazing. John in the chat asks, what does she stream on Twitch? I'm assuming Overwatch?
Yes, I stream Overwatch. I stream a little bit of guitar and singing. Just a little pinch of that. I am an artist. I'd love to do cooking streams because cooking streams it gets really exciting and exhilarating, just like going and throwing different things, and then of course giving the chat the feedback on how everything tastes. It's like, yes, I taste the undernotes of coriander.
I can taste the coriander on my taste buds. Yes. Oh man, that's what have you cooked on stream? Cooking streams.
Cooking streams are definitely fun. Hey, meow meow. You want to eat me, don't you?
Can you not, my friend? Can you not? Please.
So one of my favorite cooking streams had to have been a pizza. I made multiple pizzas on stream, and I actually did the whole like dough and throwing it up in the air and catching it, and then I made a Nutella pizza to end it for dessert. So that was pretty fun.
A Nutella pizza?
Right, yeah.
Nutella pizza night, folks.
Okay, wait. Everybody in chat right now, do you prefer pineapple on your pizza or not on your pizza? This is the make it or break it.
Pineapple or not, folks. Shut Up, Let's Talk, episode 88, the double infinity episode. We're gonna name it.
Double infinity.
It's gonna be the double infinite. Pineapple on pizza or not? Actually, when me and the lovely Claudia started dating, we came across
this topic.
Well, yeah, kind of. We started ordering pizza, obviously, because I love it, and we decided we were. Sorry. Oh, Tammy, yeah. Trying to call me out on my show. No, okay. Yes, man. We ordered this. We ordered pineapple pizza. She likes the thin crust pizza. Now, I was never a fan of the thin crust. I would always complain about it. Jose in the chat, if you're in there, he knows. He knows. Right. I would complain. I would always say, it's like eating a cracker. It's like eating a cracker with marinara. I used to say it all the time. Jose knows. And
pineapple. Thank you, Jose.
But yes. I came around. I tried. I like pineapple on the pizza. I just didn't like the pizza thin. Came around on it, though. Super good now.
Yeah.
Now I can't not get it. Anthony's Cold Fired is very good.
Yeah, that's good. It's thin, but it has that flavor. It just has that passion in every bite. I love it.
What's more important for you, the sauce or the cheese?
Cheese all the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Give me a pizza with no sauce. I'll live, but like cheese, definitely important on.
A naked pizza? Sauceless. Michelle in the chat says pizza. Nothing. Fuck pizza.
What the heck?
Come on now.
It's her keto ass, you know. Yeah. She's a little Miss Keto.
Put some steak on your pizza. Call it a day.
Steak? I like that.
Yeah, there's steak pizza. Let's do that. John in the chat says pineapple does belong on pizza. Dude, I'm telling you, man, it does. It does. It's very good. I was never really a big fan of savory because I don't really like sweets that much anyway.
Okay.
I like spicy things. I like sour things. My cat, is that him?
Yeah, your kitty is licking my little toes.
Legato loves you. Legato needs to chill out, buddy. Relax, buddy. You know, oh, sorry. We need to, you know what's funny? We recently got Legato, the lovely Claudia got Legato a fountain for him to drink water out of. He keeps knocking it over.
Oh.
He's knocked it over 7 times.
7? That's a good number.
We just got it yesterday.
Oh, no.
Like, it's too many times.
Yeah. That's
Legato, stop knocking it over, buddy. I know you don't speak English, but stop it.
okay.
He's being a... Oh, he bit you? He bit your foot?
Hey!
Definitely.
He's gonna... All right. I know you guys can't see what's going on down here,
Yeah,
but...
you can see my expressions, and I'm sure leave that up to your imagination.
Right underneath this table is like Stone Cold Steve Austin just going nuts on me right now. This guy is just going ham sandwich on my shoe. Thank God my shoe is not alive. It'd have been dead by now. Anyway, guys, GameStar in the chat says cheese is good. That is one of the best comments we've ever received. I
like that.
I need to turn that into a t-shirt.
Cheese is good. I
like that.
But what about bacon?
You know, it's funny. I don't eat pig, so I don't eat a lot of bacon. But I like turkey bacon. I make that quite
bacon?
a bit.
Okay, I'll respect that. How about you, chat? Cheese or bacon? I love bacon. It's my guilty pleasure.
GameStyle says, "Do you play Rocket League?" Yes, we do. You play Rocket League? Because GameStyle's goofing off if he's asking me because he knows we've played many times.
Yes, I've played Rocket League. I played on PC, and I also play with the console because you get that authentic feel.
Yes. Then you know what? We gotta do a 3-team stream. We gotta do that.
That'd be cool. I would like that.
We gotta do me, you, and GameStyle. GameStyle's gonna be on our team. We're gonna win. So he needs to be on the team.
I need it. I'm definitely not gonna oversell myself saying I'm great, but I'm definitely good.
We're gonna crisscross applesauce, folks. Anyway, folks, travel. I know we're jumping around topics, man, but travel, man. I would like to talk a little bit about that because you have been to many places.
I've been to 4 continents. Let me see.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've been to 4 different continents. Maybe 5, depending on where Panama is located. Is that North America or South America?
I don't even know.
Central America.
But that's not a continent.
Yes, it is.
Central America is a continent?
Then where is it?
Isn't that part of South America? Isn't that?
No.
It's Central?
Mexico.
And what? Where's Mexico?
Yeah.
I thought Mexico was part of North America.
That's what I thought too.
I thought they cut it off right at that little tiny part, the little foot of Mexico.
So.
Yeah, but like.
Anybody in the chat know? Is anybody in the chat in 6th grade geography?
Is
who could help us
Panama
out?
a part of North America or South America? Let us know.
Man, that was awesome. You did like the GPS voice. That was good. That was really good.
That's one of my only accents that I think I'm pretty decent at.
Growing up, do you speak Spanish? Mm-hmm. So growing up, did you learn one language at a time, or did you learn them both at the same time?
So I went through a few phases. I definitely started my native tongue in Spanish. Then by the time I was like 5, I was like, I don't want to speak Spanish. Nobody in school speaks Spanish. Everybody speaks English. So no, grandparents, you can talk to me in Spanish. I'm only responding in English. That's okay. And then as I grew older, I would say about 15, 16, I was like, it'd be actually nice for me to have genuine, deeper conversations with my grandparents. So I want to actually try and apply and learn it and perfect it better so I can have memories with them. So, yeah.
Epic.
And job opportunities and, everything. So,
yeah. My sister's Pakistani. She learned how to speak Spanish. She's had some decent jobs because
that's good.
It keeps
That's amazing.
her. Yeah, and she speaks it good. She speaks it fluent. Like,
I'm sure.
Yeah, like I was shocked. I was like, damn, if you can do it, shit. Imagine what I can. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. My sister's kind of an idiot though. But anyway, yeah, it was pretty amazing that she speaks such good Spanish, though. I'm happy to hear that.
Michelle Rojas confirms that. Oh, wait, no. She says it's South America, and then psych, it's Central. But Central isn't a continent.
Yes, it is.
What continent is Central America
so name
on?
the 7 continents. Go.
No! I was hoping we weren't going to do that.
North America, South America,
North, South,
Central America.
Africa, to my homies, Europe, Asia.
I thought it
was it Russia? No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know, guys. We got a lot of them. We've been drinking, guys.
Oceania.
Yeah.
Alcohol is a continent. Jose in the chat just wrote no.
He's just like, no, this is good.
Credits roll. Oh man,
Okay, hold on.
it's North America. Ah, that's what we thought, right? So yeah, it might be North America
darn.
then. We might be right.
Okay. So yeah,
I don't know, guys.
North America.
I'm dumb.
I've been to Central America because it is a continent.
Yes, where have you been on the
Claudia.
planet? That's more important.
I've been to Europe. I've been to Africa, and I've been to Asia.
Where'd you go in Africa?
I went to Morocco.
Hey,
It's
how was
like right
Morocco?
there in the very northern part. It was very interesting. I had more of a culture shock in Morocco than I did in Asia, which is
Whoa.
very surprising. I would say that Asia has, well, not Asia in particular, because I only went to Japan, but Japan had a lot of Western influences, definitely with the style, but Morocco, the style, the way people are super reserved, the lack of really nightlife in general.
Yeah, they don't do nightlife.
All of that was like such a shocker. I did go to one park called the Blue City. I don't know if you're familiar with Morocco and its cities, but
Not at all.
there's so many people saying marijuana, 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 marijuana. They're like,
In Morocco?
yes, so many people. Like every corner we would go, it would just be like marijuana.
That's epic, man. It's
Yeah,
like,
but I didn't want to partake in their festivities. So
yeah, Morocco-wana.
yeah.
That's pretty wild, dude. That's kind of insane.
I was just like really nervous. I was like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, he's like, I don't. Maybe then the next thing you know, you end up in the customs like office.
Yeah, exactly. So I wasn't willing to risk anything.
That's pretty well. Good move. Good move.
Yeah.
Good move.
But
Next
I did
time.
try their food. It was really good.
How was the food? What is Moroccan food like? What do they eat? Is it spicy or no? Or did you get something spicy?
I did not get much spicy food. It was kind of similar to my Hispanic food flavors, actually. I would say it's very similar to Cuban
Wow.
pollo asado, you know?
Really?
Yeah, I would say that's one of the meals I had tasted like that. It was interesting, too. I tried some lamb that I had never tried before.
Ah,
Lamb's
lamb is good. You know what's funny? Lamb is one of those things. It's got such a goofy smell. But
Right.
then once you eat it, you're like, I didn't expect that. I did not expect such. GameStyle says, by the way, Shut Up, Let's Talk. Your videos rock. GameStyle, you are the best guy on the planet, dude. Can somebody give GameStyle, an award for being the best guy on the planet? Because that's the award you get. That amazing vibrato. Yeah, what note is that? I don't know.
I don't know.
No. I don't have perfect pitch. I don't know.
I don't have any pitch.
Jose in the chat says, but that would make a great trivia question because it's on the edge of the divide. Morocco Wana. Oh, Edge of the Divide sounds like a great album name.
Edge of the Divide, yeah. Totally emo. And
Jose, that's got to be your next album right there, dog.
super edgy.
GameStyle says YW. TY, my friend. TY. TY, dog. Hey,
So-
I love it. Anyway, we were talking a little bit, like I said, we're jumping around because I like for that to be exciting. Why stay on the same topic so long? I want to go back to your streaming really quick because
Let's go.
so you were playing RuneScape, all right? That's the
Right.
origins. Were you excited when they went 3D a few years ago?
3D?
Yeah, right. Because then they redid RuneScape and now it's like 3-dimensional, isn't it?
So there
They
was
updated it.
Yeah, so EOC, when RuneScape did the EOC, I was totally not a fan. But when they brought back the old school RuneScape, I was so hyped about it and I was super happy. So I played a lot of old school RuneScape and my favorite skill is rune crafting and ranging. So
When did you get into RuneScape? How old were you when you got into it?
I was in 4th grade and there was a girl named Carolina that introduced me to the game and,
So you had Neopets.
yeah, definitely was a Neopet person
Did you
too.
have Neopet? I had Neopet. I had a Neopet.
Yeah.
And then I forgot my login, and that little fucker is dead. Sorry,
no.
sorry, man. He was adorable. He was a little dragon. He was a little red dragon.
Oh, I don't remember any of mine.
So RuneScape, man, that's one of the things I never got into. Like I
It's
did.
okay. You don't want to. It drains your soul.
What is the game about? What do you do?
So it's definitely a sandbox type of game. You could do whatever you really want. I mean, it's more of a MMORPG, really, not sandbox.
Grand Theft RuneScape.
Grand Theft RuneScape, exactly. And you have different skills. You can chop trees. You can farm. You can kill monsters or kill your friends or frenemies. You can do whatever you want to do. PvP, PvM, it's up your alley. Let's do it.
Okay, man.
And Quest, of course, if you want to get a little story into it. Is it free? Yes, RuneScape is free. And then if you want to really, really get into it, then you have to pay for membership. And so I want to say something really funny.
Go for it.
My ex-boyfriend is still paying for my membership. Sorry if you're listening.
And the winner in that situation is you.
Yeah.
Shout out to your RuneScape account for kept it going, man. Hell yeah. Game style in the chat, going for it. Michelle says, I had Neopets. I used to spend money on it too. I went hard on it. I upgraded my Neopets all the time.
Oh my god.
They did evolve. They did evolve. I never got one of mine to evolve. Neopets were crazy, man. When did you get your first computer? Like, how, like, because I'm assuming you played RuneScape on your computer at home. I didn't get a computer until late in life, dude. Like,
so
sixth
I mean,
grade.
I guess there was always a computer in my house. So whether it was mine or somebody else's, I always had a computer. And oh my god, there would be days that I would wake up early before school just to get in my RuneScape fix for the day. I'd be like, oh my god, I can't wait to play some RuneScape.
Wow, dude. Well, I can't blame you, man. That's kind of how anybody was with their video games at home. So why any different, right?
Did you ever have like a online boyfriend or girlfriend on like video games like that?
The answer is yes.
Yeah. Shout out to that person.
Do you remember the username?
Oh yeah.
What was the username?
So I had my first RuneScape boyfriend. His name was Mr. Mob.
Mr. Mob?
Mr. Mob.
Probably an Italian guy. Like, yeah, her name is TiffyKat.
Yeah. So.
Whoa.
Yeah, surprisingly, he does live in Florida.
Wow.
I never met him, but you know he was my mentor. He was my senpai.
Mr. Mob. It was Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh. Hey, Mr. Mob, Red Eyes Black Dragon. For me, her name was X Coal Chamber X.
Was it really a girl though?
Maybe, hopefully. Cold Chamber is a not so great. Well, they were pretty epic for the time. New metal band. Kind of Korn elements. Listen to the song Big Truck and have a good laugh. Anyway, yeah, Cold Chamber. I got into the band. And yeah, they were interesting. Yeah. And that was a very long time ago. That was 2002, 2003.
Wow. I was quite the youngin'.
That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago,
I was
man.
listening to Avril Lavigne back in the
Avril Lavigne. You guys remember when Avril Lavigne came out, guys? People lost their fucking minds, man. All you saw when you stepped outside was tank tops, white tank tops and black pants. That's all you saw.
Yeah.
Everybody, all the girls, and the dead straight hair. They got the hair straightener. It had to be dead straight.
The first time I tried to wear makeup and put on eyeliner, like it was, you know, I had a feeling in my mind. I'm like, you know, this doesn't look good, but I'm still gonna leave the house like this because I think it's supposed to not look good in order for it to look good. And then I went to school in middle school, and my teacher literally told me, like, Tiffany, you should really take that off.
Oh my god.
So,
yo, man,
those were my arm warmers. I was super emo. I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to
I'm ready to hate the world,
mess shit up, you know.
Damn, that teacher was trying to give you some life advice, man. That's kind of insane.
Was, and I don't know. Middle school was not my best year.
It's nobody's best year. It's everybody's worst year. Michelle in the chat says, "How about Club Penguin?" I don't know what that is. What is Club Penguin? That sounds like an amazing place to go. Let's go to Club Penguin. What?
Club Penguin is a video game that you are this little penguin and you make your way through town and you flip little pizzas and you do little different things and you have a little house and you can bring over your little boyfriend penguin over to your house or your girlfriend penguin and you can throw a party or you can do whatever you want. It's just really exhilarating.
Club Penguin, guys.
It helps you, you know, all those places that your parents told you can't go out, you can't hang out around those people. But you can live vicariously through Club Penguin and do all those bad things you want.
I heard penguins. I heard pizza. I'm in. I'm in, folks.
Yeah.
These penguins are flipping pizzas, guys.
They
With their
were-
flippers, probably, right?
Yeah.
They don't have.
It
Do
was
they have
cute.
flippers? They have little
Yeah,
What are penguin arms called?
I mean, I don't know.
Floppers.
They're called
Penguin flaps. I don't know what's going on.
They're tiny though. They're not like this long. They're like this long.
Yeah, they are tiny, right? They can't even slap. They can't even rub their chin if they wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Andy in the chat says, "Wait, I didn't miss this episode. Sweet. It is sweet indeed, my friend.
Andy, hey, welcome to the stream.
Thank you,
I call
my
it a stream, but it's a podcast.
It's also a stream. We're streaming. It's the
we're
same thing.
streaming.
I like it. One size fits all.
Exactly.
I'm in.
Exactly.
Like Flynn. Game Style says, "Wow, 2002, the year I was born."
Whoa.
Game Style, stop it, man. Don't make me feel so old, brother.
Right.
I love you, but stop it, my friend.
We
2002,
love you.
my friend. Dude, 2002. Hybrid Theory came out 2001, man. One of my favorite albums, Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory.
Linkin Park is good.
I love Linkin Park, man. One of my favorite bands. These days maybe not so much, but growing up, that was the Z band.
I really liked Bullet for My Valentine, and I still love them.
I never got into them, but they had some great guitar work. Really good guitar
How
player.
about Dance Gavin Dance? Do you like them?
I didn't get into them either. That Chris in the live studio audience. That's one of his favorite bands. He has a
I love them.
He has a DGD skateboard.
Do you really?
He does have a Dance Gavin Dance. I had to think about that, guys. Andy says, "Let's talk about Hot Topic." Hot Topic was.
I gave them so much of my mommy's money. It wasn't my money. It was my mommy's money for sure.
Same.
But corsets. I love this corset so much. I wanted 2 corsets. So when mama's dirty, I can just put on the clean one. You know.
I didn't buy any corsets from there,
No?
but I thought about it. No, I'm kidding. But you know what? Though those things were expensive.
Oh, yeah,
dude,
they
just
were
their
totally
pants were expensive, man. The pants were like $50.
Yeah.
$50 like 15 years ago, or $50 15 years ago.
Yeah,
That's-
definitely not 15. That's too cheap.
No, that would have
50,
been
50, yeah,
that's like
definitely 50.
H&M, like good.
I always just.
Yeah,
I
no,
would
dude.
go in there hoping that, you know.
Did you have the bracelets?
One day I could work there. That was my life goal as a middle schooler. I want to work for Hot Topic.
Yeah, you killed it. That was. You know what's funny? At some point, that was goals for people. That was, and even I was like, man, it'd be rad to work here. You know, I'm sure the bosses are cool. Probably dicks too. They're probably like, hey, you're not selling enough Nirvana shirts. You need to sell more Nirvanas. Yeah, who knows? I can't even imagine what Hot Topic is probably like behind the scenes, right?
Right. Exactly.
It's like any other retail spot, right? They're probably like, you're not selling enough bead bracelets.
I mean, you know, once I went to Hot Topic and they had a live band perform there, and I was like, wow,
How?
this
The
is
place
so-
is like
exactly.
the place is the size of a closet. How do you get
so
a?
cool. It was like a local band, and I was like their #1 fan, jumping around, and there's nobody.
What was the
else
band?
there.
Do you remember the band?
No, I don't remember. Shout out to that band that performed at Hot Topic. That was probably the highlight of their career, dude.
I don't mean to laugh that hard, but if your #1 fan cannot remember your name, I hope I never achieve that level of fame where you get forgotten. Where you get forgotten.
I have their CD somewhere.
Holy shit. Oh man, this episode was way funnier than I expected. I'm laughing too hard.
I'm glad. So I
need to
started playing guitar.
Yes, you do that too.
When I was 19, actually.
Whoa.
And I want to say shout out to my streams and my fans for being there for me when I had first started guitar, because I had my guitar and I had told my stream, oh, I just bought a guitar, but I don't know anything. And they were like, just go it. Just go, try, and do. It doesn't matter. Just attempt, because if I'm not attempting, I'm never going to progress.
Truth.
So, like, I was really newbie, and people would still hype me up, and I'd be like, this is so awesome. And I've
Rock
seen
star.
my transition throughout the years. Now that I'm 23, so it's been maybe 3.5 years, 3-4 years since I've been playing. I wouldn't consider myself an expert, but I'm really passionate about guitar, and I'll go back to Yvette Young. She's my inspiration, and she's
Really?
yes.
That's awesome, man.
I'd love to get to that level.
What were some of the first riffs you learned?
Okay, Metallica.
Hey,
That
you're
was
you're starting
Metallica?
off right.
Yeah,
Gotta learn some
definitely.
Metallica when you pick up the guitar.
Nothing else matters. So that was pretty fun. Some Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Good stuff.
One of-
Good
one of-
riffs.
One of the first, like, you know, basic chords was Simple Plan of Welcome to My Life.
Well, the lovely Claudia's
Yeah?
favorite.
Your favorite band?
The lovely Claudia actually managed to get me up on karaoke.
Really?
Up on stage at karaoke. First of all, she lured me in. And me being the sucker I am, definitely. Oh, Christ Almighty. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
How do you go? Thank you, man. I totally thought I was lagging behind. I was like, we were up on karaoke, and she lured me in. But she got me just drunk enough, right? Which exactly.
It's not that hard though.
Oh, I was sober. Yeah. Tell that to everybody that watched me. But we ended up getting up on stage. I think it was "Welcome to My Life" or something like that, right? Yeah, it was. Oh my god, dude! And and the worst part is I started singing it, and then she just stayed quiet. She just abandoned me, dude.
Quiet?
She abandoned me, and I would put the mic up to her mouth to try to draw her into it. Just push the mic away. I was like, yo.
I mean, it's hard to. I mean,
it was hard.
I don't like saying things are hard. I like saying things are different. It's different attempting to do something in an unfamiliar environment, you know? So
well, that's what you're all about, is it not? Speaking of that, bringing it back to you, because, trying the guitar for the first time, that's got to be kind of crazy, right?
Right, and I wanted a challenge. I decided to start playing the guitar with the, with the acoustic guitar, because the strings are thicker, and they're more challenging, in my opinion. I could have just started off with an electric and been able to hold stuff down pretty simple, but I wanted that challenge. I really wanted to.
That's pretty radical, man.
Be able to sing along, because I had started playing the electric bass when I was in 8th grade. I actually started with the upright bass. Are you familiar with that one? The big.
Hell yeah! You know what's funny? In back in the day in middle school band, I was actually given the upright bass.
Oh wow, we're twinsies.
I was given the upright bass, and then eventually my music teacher realized I played guitar, and then he asked me to bring it in one day, and I played for him, and he was like, "All right, you're gonna be playing this from now on."
Oh, that's epic.
Yeah, he was just like, "Just worry about that." So everybody else played keyboard and all sorts of stuff. I just stayed on my guitar, and you know what's funny? I would try to tell him, I was like, "Can you teach me the notes?" He's like, "Hey, I'm a piano player, man. I can't do that for you." He's like,
"That's pretty similar, though."
He just let me play by ear. He was such a man. I love that guy.
Chill.
I love him. Anyway.
Right. So I don't know if you had the same experience as me with the upright bass, but
it was hard.
There was 3 times, I swear to God, in the middle of class as we were, tuning up and warming up, I dropped it. This freaking $1,000 instrument just... I see it in slow motion every single time.
You drop the upright bass?
I drop the upright bass, and I feel sweaty.
I'm sweating just thinking about it.
Oh my God. Thank God it wasn't mine. It was the school, so they can deal with it. But
truth,
it's all good.
That's 3 times.
Yeah, definitely 3 times. Definitely 3 times.
And you stayed on that thing?
Yeah.
They let you stay on that?
They let me stay on it. He was a nice guy. Professor.
He was.
I'm so used to saying professor because I'm in university, but.
Because you're in Hogwarts?
Yes, exactly. I was going to say doctor next. No. His name was
Professor McGonagall.
Teacher Perez. There we go. Shout out to him. That was my music teacher.
Dr. Perez.
Oh, this is a 12-string guitar.
It's a 12-string. The lovely Claudia hooked me up with the 12-string for my birthday. That was an amazing gift. I always wanted a 12-string in my life. I love the way they sound.
I've never attempted at one. Is it pretty much the same thing, but different?
Imagine the thickest strings, because there's 2 of them each. There's a low string and a high string per string. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of just a very thick string. It's kind of really difficult to do leads, but to do chords, it's amazing.
All right. And bar chords are pretty easy then.
Yeah. Well, it's harder to press down, but it's the same way. It just sounds really, really, really good. I can't describe the sound. I just love it. I'm a big fan of Opeth.
Opeth, yeah. Wow, that's a female singer?
Oh, that's Otep.
Oh, okay. So you know who I was thinking about.
Yes.
Okay.
And she's an amazing metal singer. I don't know how she does that. Her and the arch enemy,
yes.
Angela Glasgow. I don't think she's in the band anymore, but she just has an amazing.
I wrestled the bear once.
Oh, I remember that band.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon. What is Kevin Bacon?
It's one of their songs.
It's a song of theirs?
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. I missed out. I remember there was a lot of bands like that at that time. I wrestled a bear. The number 12 looks like you. Yeah. There were bands I
Set My Friends on Fire.
I Set My Friend. The long titles, the sentence bands were a big thing at that time.
Green Days of Grace. No, I'm not familiar with that band, Game Style.
What BRB? If I don't come back, it means I might be streaming. Oh man, Game Style, you baller. We love you, man. By the way, do you know the band Green Day? Oh, Green Day. Green Days of Grace? Are you talking about Green Day and 3 Days Grace? Are we talking 2 different bands? Because Green Days of Grace that's a new band right there.
We need
to
that's
make
his
that band.
band.
Can that be our band?
Yeah,
We need to
okay.
make a band, all four of us.
If
All right.
I were to make a band, I don't know.
And by four, I mean the live studio audience and us.
They performed at Warped Tour, Hard Ass Girl. Ooh, cool. Are you talking about the OPEP?
OTEP.
OTEP?
They performed at Warped Tour? OTEP is on Warped Tour?
I don't
That's
know.
insane.
I thought Warped Tour
I love the
died.
chat.
Oh, Green Day.
Green Day performed at Warped Tour?
I Wrestled the Bear once performed at Warped Tour. That's how
Oh,
it happened.
damn, Michelle. Did it take you a long time to write that? Because I can't type like that without taking a long time. Like, without doing spaces, it takes me forever to write shit. It's hard to do, right? That's awesome.
Right.
And it's, you know what's funny? Like, that's such a cool looking word. No wonder they kept it. It's a very, words look amazing. Anyway, sorry, guys.
One of my dreams is to work for Blizzard. Activision.
BlizzCon.
BlizzCon.
they do
Yeah,
big
I
things.
would love to do BlizzCon too. Sure.
What would you like to do at Blizzard?
So my
That's cool.
major is public relations, advertising, and communications, but
No way.
I would love to dabble into the digital marketing realm and do digital marketing for Overwatch and Blizzard and like for their giant gaming conventions. And I would just love to be a part of all that because my dream at the end of the day is to make an impact for female representation in the gaming industry. Because I
Radical.
feel like they're underrepresented and we need more female leadership. Well, at least for me, speaking for myself, I would love to have more women I can look up to, you know? And
I
I
like
would
it.
love for people to one day look up at me and make an impact in other people's lives.
I think you're on the way there, man.
Thanks.
You think, I mean, I know Blizzard is the company you chose. Do you believe that at the moment Blizzard cares about those kind of topics? Like, I believe they should and do, but what do you think about that?
Do I
think, or do you
believe-
think there could be more work to be, there's work to do?
I definitely think that they're open-minded and they're taking a step in the right direction, but I think there needs to be something of impact for them to look at it with an even greater depth, you know? Something else needs to happen because we have all these great big streamers and all these people, but at the end of the day, you know, women are still making less on their paychecks than men. So, I mean, I don't want to step into that politically, if it's right, if it's wrong, but, you know, I do feel that as a woman, I can offer a unique perspective of being undervalued in the gaming community and being looked at, objectified, really, in the gaming community rather than for my skills. So,
Yes. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, honestly, it's a tough gaming. Like, the gaming world right now is so strange. You know, ever since, because I mean, I kept up. I
sell bathwater.
It's
I
a
don't.
sick, sad world. It's a very strange place to be in right now because honestly, if you think about it, like I started getting into games media, like you know, gaming websites and gaming journalism. I started getting into that around 2010 or 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like when I would keep up with a lot of people, and I looked at over the controversies that happen over time. Games media, in my opinion, is dying. It is.
No, what do you mean by that? Games media?
Like games journalism, like people writing like and what I mean by like not like websites similar to IGN, not IGN because they're the
Okay.
powerful one, but or GameSpot because they're the big ones, but smaller gaming journalism sites, places that try to, because it's become a very, and I'm not for or against emotions. Let's not take it there, but it's become such a sensitive like world right now that it's
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong. There's plenty of topics to be loud about, and it's not like I'm saying no people are tripping. There's plenty to trip about, but it's just like I look at, for example, I look at one of my favorite websites, Destructoid.
Okay.
Okay, that I used to frequent Destructoid every single day, every 2 hours. Loved it. I listened to the podcast. I watched the videos. What did I find out? Well, one of the top, you know, this is kind of like gossipy, but one of their writers wanted to write an article about somebody who was coming out as trans, right? Mm-hmm. And that person wanted to
Right.
do a GoFundMe to raise money for their surgery. Well, the person ended up not getting the surgery and ended up getting enough money for it and used it for a bunch of other shit. And it was just kind of like a lie. It was a kind of a scam.
Right, and there's so many scammers and liars out there. I know there was one Twitch streamer that he was theoretically he was disabled and on a wheelchair the entire time. You know who I'm talking about?
I saw
and
a video
then
of
one
that,
day he's
yeah.
like, you know, BRB, da 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 da, have to go. So he forgot to turn off his webcam, and then what do you see? This guy, by the grace of the Lord, he stood up on his two legs, and bada bing, bada boom, he was healed on the spot.
It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen in my life. This man told people he was disabled. He couldn't
Right.
walk. This man walked on camera.
That's so that karma.
Dude, and yeah, man, things like that happen all the time. You know what I mean? And with games journalism specifically, with that whole story, that's a long story, whatever. Long story short, the people that run these gaming websites actually have emails that they all keep in touch with each other, and they will blacklist you. If you make a story that will hurt them in some way, they will blacklist you. They will tell people, hey, you know what? This person, let's say your name is Joe Smith. They were like, make sure that Joe Smith does not get a job at any of these places, and they will make sure that you don't get jobs at all the top places.
Wow.
And it's a shame. It's sad. It should not be going on. I don't think that type of shit should be going on, but it does. So we got to find a way to get around that.
We do.
And you know what? You're doing it the right way, man. You're building up.
In my hand.
It is in your hand, and you know what? I think you're doing a good thing about it. That's kind of why I even wanted to talk to you, because I think you're doing something really cool. You were doing the streams, you were doing guitar stuff, you were doing so many different things. We haven't even talked about the aerial yoga yet.
Right. Yes.
You cover so many different aspects of just, being active, living and living your life. And I like that your streams are not just limited to video games.
Right.
It's a bunch of different stuff. And it's cool.
What I like to do is I like to be really personal on my streams, so I like to let people in on different aspects of my life. So I create more of a connection. Like going back to that topic where I was saying about being genuine, like it's part of a streamer to put on a show. And to put on this persona sometimes, because you get really into it and it's like, okay, it's all the energy that you're getting. But at the same time, if you're not being real, it's super draining. So if you're implementing stuff that you're passionate about and then you get that energy, it all comes together and it's so much fun. It really is.
We said the key word, fun.
Exactly.
Like, there are people I know that don't have fun doing this, and I'm like, why are you continuing?
And you know what? There's been times where I had to take a break for myself.
Yes.
Because it is, in a way, sometimes it consumes you. It really does. Having to, like any 9-to-5 job, you work a 9-to-5, it consumes you. You feel drained after doing it and having to be on the schedule. So I do feel like for streaming, it's something I don't want to do 9-to-5. I don't want to feel like a forced commitment. I want to do it when I feel good, when I feel ready, when I feel like I can offer something to you guys. Yeah. That's
a good way to look at it, man. And you're right. It can drain you. I mean, so many things in life are give and take relationships. It doesn't matter if you're in the food industry, if you're a musician, if you're in the movies, whatever it is. You give and people take. You give them the movie. You make the movie, people watch the movie. You make the music, they listen to it. And yeah,
something
you do
so
need breaks.
Beautiful, touching upon what you said, like you make something and then people see it or absorb it. You can make something for one reason, and then the way people consume whatever you make can be interpreted in a million different ways, and I find that so beautiful.
That is beautiful, actually. That is the most fun interpretation.
Right.
When people kind of, I don't know, it's like making a shirt or making a jacket and then somebody customizes it in a way. It's like, you turned it into your thing.
Right.
I love
exactly.
that. That's and I think that's kind of what it's all about, man. Like, I don't know, to me, like, this is so much fun, and I could never stop, because you get to hang out, you get to meet cool people, you get to hang out, you get to share ideas. Just before the stream, excuse me, we were exchanging ideas and exchanging stream tips and all sorts of kind of stuff, and I love that kind of stuff, because sometimes it can be difficult to meet people that do the same thing that you do.
Right, and I actually met I've met some other streamers here in the South Florida area, and one of them, her name is Ivory Dolphins. I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with her, but she became one of my closest friends just because we were both female streamers streaming RuneScape at the same time. People would come into my chat and be like, you should check her out. She lives in your area. And, that's how we formed a relationship, just because we shared that same passion. We lived in the same place, and I think it's pretty cool.
I love it, man.
Have you ever met other podcasters in your area?
I have, actually. There's a guy who is, his name is JC Rivas. He does the Throne podcast, and he interviews musicians. He's doing a lot of different artists these days, and I enjoy his show a lot. I check his show out every week. I will comment when I get the chance, and I've been on his show twice, and it was a good time. Angel in the chat says, "Woo!"
Hey, Angel. I was going to say Angel. Sorry.
Angel. Well, you know what? I've been calling him Angelo for years. So yeah, close enough. He says, "Hope y'all are having a good evening." But we hope you're having an even better evening, my friend.
Yeah. It's pretty phenomenal over here. I'm glad that you decided to join us right now at this time that your mind told you to come to this stream.
And kick it with us, right?
Right, yeah.
It's a good time, man. Shout out to all the different chats from all the different places, because I know some of you guys I may be reading out chats that you don't see. We're looking at a chat from the YouTube, the Facebook, and Mixer. So
I like that. That's super cool. So this application allows you to go live on all of them at the same time?
pretty much. You know,
Wow.
And XSplit lets you do that too, but you don't get a unified chat. This lets you get a unified chat from all the different places.
That's super gnarly.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a cool app. Streamlabs OBS. If you guys at home are trying to stream, or you guys need a solution, definitely do that. And Angel says definitely close friends. Yes. Absolutely, my friend. Angel, a familiar face to Shut Up Let's Talk. He's been on the show before.
Oh, yeah. So I actually have a few friends that were on your show. I know my friend Natasha Gaye.
Yes.
She said that she was on the show, like a
Cosplaying
you
phenomenon.
guys are talking about cosplay and anime. I actually did a cosplay with her this past year, not this last SuperCon, but the one before, and we did Harukumi. I'm gonna butcher the name, but it was these cute little bunny girls. It was super duper fun. I love cosplaying. Occasionally, I'm not gonna say like I'm a connoisseur of the cosplay art, but I do enjoy it, because again, it's that aspect of putting on a persona and entertaining and just really living the character.
Yeah.
And
I think
through
that's
your
really
own
cool.
interpretation.
Who is your dream cosplaying character that you have not done yet?
So there's a few people. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Never played the video game, but she's hot as heck. Have you ever seen 2B Near Automata?
No, oh, I haven't.
Okay, but she's beautiful. So I would love to do her. I have a body pillow of her.
Whoa.
I literally was on Amazon. Hot anime body pillow covers.
First one to come up.
And then I was like, oh, I like her. And then I'm definitely going to do a cosplay of her. And then there's another anime. I forgot her name, but it's from Kakeguri. It's a new anime.
Cool.
And this anime is all about this gambling in high school. And
Whoa.
then, like, let's say you run out of money, you have to bet your life.
Oh, snap.
So yeah, it's pretty
High stakes.
High stakes, exactly. And then in one episode, it's like, I don't have money, but if you lose, you need to give me your fingernails.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Can you imagine?
No, fingernail. It hurts when I just stub my toe on something in the middle of the night. So I need all my nails, please. I'm gonna need all those. I'm gonna need all 10, 20 if you count the feet.
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
What up? Kevin Boundy in the chat. Ghost, the young sage who was on the show last week. He says, "Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh,
A whole lot of stuff, man. Thank you. Hanging out with TiffyKat tonight on episode 88 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out in the chat.
8. I don't even know if you saw that. 8.
8, folks. That's amazing. That's anime right there. We love it.
Anime.
And I gotta do it the other way where you guys can see the thing. I did it the opposite way where I look
Oh,
like a dummy.
8, and then you do an 8.
Oh!
Episode 88.
Well, I was about to do the accent again, but I had to stop myself. Andy Molina in the chat says, it's creepy at all.
Is streaming creepy at all? Is that maybe what he's saying?
Could be. Is it, though?
So, okay.
Can be, I bet.
I am going to be honest that I've had a few questionable moments. There was, I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily want to go so in depth with what happened, but I do get like nasty comments a lot and people that are being degrading. But there was one time that someone found my phone number somehow and they ended up calling me and they're like, hello. And I'm just like, oh, this is very weird. And it would happen for like a week straight. And it's just like, and then I just, when you get to that point, it's like, what do you do?
It's like, damn it, now I gotta kill you in your sleep?
Right.
No, I'm kidding. That's the worst, guys. No, that's not cool, man. I mean, well, it's common sense, but just don't be weird, guys. Is that like so much to ask?
Right, we're all humans, but I know sometimes people get excited when you kind of admire a person.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to say if I found Yvette Young's number, I wouldn't call her and go, yes, Yvette Young. But come on, there's a level of respect. You're human. You want the other person to respect you too. You're not going to do something crossing boundaries.
No,
and that
no,
was
that's
definitely crossing the boundaries.
Yeah, just keep it respectful, folks. I mean, if you want to tell somebody they're pretty, just tell them. What's the big deal? Don't be calling up their friggin' house. Don't be breathing into the phone looking like a dumbass.
Right. Oh, I used to have a P.O. box too, and I got a wide array of gifts sometimes.
Oh no, guys! Wouldn't it just be easier to jump off a bridge? Sorry, guys, I didn't mean that. I just hate when people are mean. I'm
You're
just
being
kidding.
mean.
No.
Telling them what to do.
I mean, well, with the bungee cord, so you can jump right back up. Yay!
Yay!
So you you don't die then. So no, I'm kidding. No.
Oh, good.
You know how it is, guys. It's Shut Up, Let's Talk, folks. It's uncensored, folks.
Shut up.
Let's talk. It's uncensored.
Uncensored? No, I'm pretty censored.
Censored?
Oh, centered.
Oh.
Censored. Bentered?
Wentered the place last night. No, I'm kidding. What?
Let's wrap.
Oh, let's rap. All right. What's your name be? You rhyme something with
My
that.
name is TiffyKat. What's up in the chat? We're chilling all day. Let's say hey.
Hey! Shut up. Let's talk episode 88. Guys, we ended up with a nice little 2-bar rap right there. I like that.
2-bar rap.
2 bars, baby. Two bar. 2 bars for free. That's a jazz term. I'm kidding. It's not. Well, I'm not kidding, but yeah, that was weird. And he says, you should have been like Scream from Scary Movie and be like, what that? Oh my God, I remember that. I remember that movie. You guys remember that? Remember when they started coming out with the Halloween costumes of like the weird looking Scream, of like the goofy Scream?
You know that scene from Scary Movie when the plant starts smoking the dude? That's my
I don't remember that
scene.
at all.
You don't remember
Which one was that? The first one?
You know, the marijuana plant that starts growing and growing and growing, and then it.
So
Come on,
I forgot that.
It's really fun.
I remember the dick in the ear in the bathroom stall.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
I think
Marlon
we're
Wayans.
watching different shows.
That's how Marlon Wayans died in the movie. Is he got a wiener through his ear
Oh God,
and it went through his head to the other ear.
that is so bad.
That is what happened. It was a weird movie, guys. Scary Movie was a weird time to be alive, guys. They don't make any of those anymore.
They don't for a reason.
Yeah, probably for these type of reasons. Oh, anyway, aerial yoga. I know we haven't touched on it much,
yoga.
but that is something that you do a lot. You have muscles because of aerial yoga.
I have muscles. I have muscles. Yeah, but it's not just from aerial yoga. It's
Yes.
I do love going to the gym. I discovered yoga actually when I was 17, and
Whoa.
I would do it here and there, and I actually suffered from a lot of anxiety. I never really talk about this much, but I used to get this anxiety that I would become too conscious of my breath, and then like I would forcibly have like these weird like yawns to try to get like a deeper breath. I don't know, maybe someone else in the chat can relate, because that was my form of anxiety, and when I went to yoga I was able to actually clear my mind and have like a nice solid like breath. It was like something really cool that I was like, I thought I was going to suffer the rest of my life with this weird yawning anxiety of weirdness, but no, it actually really helped me out. And then
Wow, that's pretty cool.
once all the yoga on the floor got a little repetitive, I was like, I wonder how else I can branch out in the fitness realm. So I decided to do a little research online. I was like, all right, let me check out some exotic workout moves. And then I came across a few, and then what I really found interesting was the aerial silks, because it offered me a deeper stretch than my body was physically able to go. And I was craving a challenge. I was craving something different. And the more that I did it, I was able to see my progression. The same thing with anything in life, you know? With guitar, the first time, I really sucked. First time I did aerial silks, really sucked. But one advice that I would love to offer the chat is, you can never get worse. You can only get better at things. So keep on trying. You may suck, that's okay. And acknowledge that you suck in the beginning, because then you will be able to acknowledge your success.
That is completely true, guys. One of the most amazing things about the human body is that we just do get better at things the more you do them.
Right.
You know, and if you, I mean, I always tell people if that's not happening, then just, then you should maybe quit. But normally, like 9 out of 10 times, you will get better.
Exactly.
Like you just will. It's just a human thing. So yeah, Kevin in the chat says, "Holy shit, I have the same thing. I think it's caused by sleep apnea."
Really, that's interesting.
Very interesting.
So for me, it didn't necessarily just happen when I was sleeping. It was something that would happen, I guess, when I just had a lot on my mind or a lot of tension, and I feel like my back really tensing up and like putting unnecessary stress on my body. So just being able to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth.
Yes.
I want to be a yoga teacher, actually. That's one of my life goals and dreams. I have two big dreams that I'm passionate about. One is opening up my own yoga studio, and the second dream that I have, which is more it's pretty much working for Blizzard, as I touched upon recently, but the biggest dream is really the yoga studio, just being able to give back to others and touch people in the same way that I've been touched before.
I think that's amazing. And honestly, with the personality you have, the way that you approach things, I think with the mindset that you have, I think you're definitely on the way to get there.
Thank you.
And that is not smoke up your ass. I think that is very true, because I mean, I think that as humans we're able to achieve anything because that's just common sense, but some people might be more cut out for things than others. Just because you naturally gravitate towards something. If I could guess something that you should be doing, the two things you named would definitely be right up there. So I think you should definitely keep going with that, guys.
Right. I mean, it'd be really even more awesome if I could have a edible dispensary right next door to the yoga studio, because
that would be
then
awesome.
It's like you're gonna unwind and then double unwind. And then I think that'll be,
then you're all unwound. I mean, that's the best way to be.
The plus one there.
That is the best way to be, man.
Of course, all in legal circumstances. It will be in Colorado.
Absolutely. Yes. No legal troubles, please. Kevin in the chat says, "Follow your dreams," from a fellow studio owner. Yes,
you
absolutely.
Own a studio? What type of studio do you own? That's so gnarly, Kevin.
Kevin is doing some audio engineering, and he's very, very good at what he does.
Wow.
He's extremely good. I'm not to take your answer from you, brother, but I do want to vouch for you because I've heard your work, and it's very, very good.
Wow, I'm super intrigued by that. I love meeting new people. Maybe I could find out and check it out.
Definitely should. If you're going to record your music and stuff, he's definitely a guy to get your stuff engineered by. He's very good.
I would love to record some stuff. I've never written a song. I've always...
Whoa, that's cool.
I guess it's cool that I haven't written a song. Come on, don't hype me up.
No, it is cool because by the time you do, imagine, because songwriting is built off of experiences that you have. So if you haven't written one yet, imagine how much you have to talk about. Imagine like somebody says, have your first conversation ever at the age of 23. You're kind of like, where do I even begin? Which is, I know, the tough part, but you're going to have so much to say. So I'm excited for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it'll definitely happen. I know it will happen. Within a year, I'll have my first song out.
Absolutely.
You guys are hearing it first right here.
Yes. Well, homies, it's episode 88 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. Hope you've had a good time so far.
I've had a great time.
Awesome. We hope to see you back. Guys, if you guys want to follow TiffyKat in the chat.
Yes, my Instagram is TiffyKat, TiffyKat. You can also follow me on my Twitter, which is TiffyKat TV. So TiffyKat TV.
Feel free to follow her, folks. If you guys want to follow me, it's at Alizar Chand. If you guys want to follow the show, it's at Shut Up, Let's Talk. All over the interweb.
Shut up, let's talk.
All over the interweb, the webosphere, the globe is what? It doesn't matter, folks. Type www it, will you? In the meantime, folks, love, peace, chicken grease. Look both ways before you cross the street. We will catch you on the flip side. It's been an amazing episode. Thank you so much, Miss, for being on.
Thank you so much.
Have a great one, folks. We have the live studio audience is going nuts. We appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Detroit. Have a great